Callaway Steelhead XR Hybrid. Here we go. Let's have a look what the new Steelhead XR has to offer, maybe over the XR range that's already still out there. Looking forward to hitting this one. I'm a fan of hybrids, as you may know. Let's show you what this one might do for your golf. Let's get stuck in. So we got the Callaway Steelhead XR. Now we've got a hyperspeed cup face. It's a new generation. Looks like it's slightly thicker in the heel and the toe. This is keeping ball speeds up across the face. Callaway are saying as much as possible. Now over the XR range that's already out there in the Steelhead, you get a longer and deeper face. So in effect, you're getting a bigger head, bigger face, which might be a little bit more friendly for more golfers. And it's a low, far back CG in this club, so it's going to be user friendly and trying to pop the ball up in the air, which for me, that's exactly what I want a hybrid to do. It looks pretty cool. You get these speed steps, I think they're calling it, on the top. Now they will market that as saying it's going to increase club head speed, which then in turn might increase ball speed and then in turn distance. Look, remember with a hybrid, it's about hitting it a distance, not a max distance, because you can change the loft. There's going to be different lofts available, and the actual speed increase you would get on something like this on the top, it's going to be minimum. You can't blame a company for trying to squeeze, I think it's like 0.3 of a mile an hour. They're literally trying to squeeze anything out they can, and it gives them something to talk about. I do like the way the two steps on the top frame up the ball, because they both point down into the ball and you get the little V Callaway lineup line on the top, which I also like. It's a very big head down by the ball, and I love that in hybrids. Too many people try to get their hybrids to be almost too close to their irons for my liking. So I'm loving the look of this. Next to no offset, almost onset, which I like. Black in its head, matte black finish to a kind of dark grey to black face, which I do like the look of. Let's give it a hit, see how it feels. Down by the ball, like I say, it does look like a lot of face down by the ball, and I'm liking that. Okay, it makes quite a nice sound, very similar to my hybrid. Nice flight on that, up in the air, no problem. Feels very good. Like, I'm a hybrid player. I enjoy testing hybrids and reviewing them, and I know these videos don't get the views that a driver video gets, but I think that's a fault with golf and golfers in general. More people should be looking at this part of their bag to improve, you know, this 200-yard range, which this club is for me. Yeah, I mean, I could absolutely game this, and to be honest with you, I do say that nearly with every hybrid review, because like I say, I like them. But what I like about this one is I like the size of the head. I want my hybrid almost to be 5 woody a little bit, which I like. Thicker in the toe to smaller in the heel, I quite like. That sits nicely down by the ball, gives a nice visual. And I love the way the face sits totally square. So hybrids have roll and bulge on them, but this one, the face for some reason looks relatively straight to me when you put it down by the ball, which I like. I do like those two step lines framing it up well as well. With the CG low and back on this, I think that's so nicely. The CG so far back on this, deep and back, again for me, it's just helping me pop that ball up in the air, and I think will give me some quite good numbers, which we're going to look at in a second. Now, I use a 23-degree hybrid, my Rinky Dinks, which probably isn't going to change. I do love that club. But I also use a 17-degree hybrid, which I like, but I don't love. That one has, you know, that one's got to be careful in the bag. And this one is close to maybe, if I got this in a, we'll look at the distance numbers, but I reckon this in a slightly lower loft, if it comes in one, I'll have to look. This could go in. I do like the look of this. I caught that slightly toey, and that is still up there. Let's check these numbers out. Here we go, the all-important numbers time. So I'm getting, this is a 19-degree hybrid, so my power hybrid is around, it is 17 degrees. 211. That's pretty good distance. My power hybrid is around 211 to 220, and you can see from this 19, I've got a 215 in there, lowest hit going out at 209, and that's again a good cross between my 23-degree hybrid, which is kind of 209 maxing out max. It's kind of, well, it can be anything from 160 up to about 205 is kind of my gaming distance with my 23 degrees. So I could see this one absolutely sitting in my set. Spinning at 3.6, interesting. Peaking height at 35, launching at 15 degrees. I like the numbers. I like the look of that. I do like that, and you would probably argue that one's maybe aimed more at kind of what people call game improvement. But don't be that. People and companies use these terms, and I'm not saying this is a bad thing at Callaway, because they all do it. They're using it to try and give you as a consumer some ideas of which ones you might want to look at in a sea of equipment. So they're calling it the game improver. You think, I'm a game improver, which most people are. I'll look at this one. I'm a game improver as a pro, and I still would consider using that club if the numbers fit into my distances, the look does what I want it to do, and it gives me the performance when I measure it, like it is doing here, that I need it to do on the course. I'm liking that one quite a lot. I don't know what the lofts are, because I've literally just got this club and it's not actually out yet. I'm filming this prior to it launching, and I'm looking forward to seeing what lofts that come in, because might give one of them a go on the course. Post comments down below, hybrids or not. Are you a player of a hybrids or not? Post comments as always. I'd love to hear. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Periscope, all the normal social places. Also, come and visit my new website, markcrossfieldgolf.com. See you over there.